Anime has taken the world by storm, captivating audiences with its diverse range of genres, compelling characters, and gripping storylines. But what truly separates a great anime from the rest is its ability to keep viewers on the edge of their seats, episode after episode. Today, we present the top 10 anime series that have mastered the art of keeping boredom at bay. Get ready for a roller coaster ride through these thrilling worlds. So without further chit-chat, let's get right into it. So kicking off our list, we have Batoom. This show follows a 22-year-old main character who is one of the world's best Batoom players, an online multiplayer game where the objective is to seek out and destroy your opponents using bombs. However, things quickly change when she is thrown into a life or death scenario, where players are trapped in a real-world version of the video game. The show gives you that feeling that your life is so messed up that now you're in hell, and your only chance of survival is to trust no one. As simple as that. This anime is a gripping survival thriller that'll have you binge watching it till the very end. And Batoom is one of those survival type horror series that can be enjoyable, but at the same time becomes very frustrating with its strange twists. The cliffhangers and occasional plot twists may become predictable, especially in later episodes. And at the same time, there's a feeling of explosiveness when we watch the anime scenes. Heh, see what I did there? It's not intelligent, but packs that feeling of survival horror where your life really is at stake. In the world of Batoom, it ultimately comes down to how you play the game. If you play your cards right, you win. If not, then that's game over for good. No second chances. Almost like real life, don't you think? Up next at number 9, we have Drifters. In Drifters, historical figures from various eras are brought together to fight in a fantasy world. Samurai, archers, and warriors unite against powerful foes. It's basically a crossover. And fun fact here, they have their exact names and personalities and have some ability associated with some element in their lives. With its incredible action sequences and a plot that's as intense as it is intriguing, this anime is a must-watch. Drifters is the type of show that you'll quickly realize what it is from the start. Anyone familiar with Hellsing will get a familiar vibe with the style of the series. If you fancy a fantasy story about extraordinary individuals coming together, then Drifters will be quite a treat for you. By the time I finished watching Drifters, I was not only impressed by the overall content, but also by its ability to entertain. If you have a sense of humor, then this will definitely be worth every minute. If you take it too seriously though, then Drifters will probably feel more like a drag. I would definitely recommend Drifters even if you're not a fan of this type of work. I can't say this enough, but the show's ability to express its ideas is just too damn entertaining to ignore. And after that, we have a fan favorite at number 8. It is none other than No Game No Life. No Game No Life transports us to another world where everything is decided by games. The sibling duo take gaming to a whole new level as they challenge otherworldly beings in epic mind games. This anime serves as an experimental way to deliver a fantasy adventure. The show often pokes fun at itself, whether it be cultures, rules, or just in general anything it can get its hands on. While the show doesn't escape its dungeons of cliches, it also finds a way to parody them, all through very clever usage of humorous executions. This anime is a masterpiece of strategy and wit, with each episode leaving you craving for more. I love pretty much everything about the show, and that's not something I can say very often. I take it back. From start to finish, I don't think there was a single moment that I didn't enjoy. And that is something almost unheard of in anime. It's so versatile in that way that it's funny, original, charismatic, intelligent, and just plain epic and awesome. All working in tandem. As a result, everything ends up being immensely satisfying. I'm just going to say though that this is without a doubt one of the most enjoyable anime you probably have seen to date. One final thing I need to cover is the fan service. It's almost like a hidden treasure in this show. You will only find it if you are looking for it. Then at number 7, we have Assassination Classroom, the inescapable part of our lives where we spend a minimum of 12 years learning a wide array of subjects, facts, and topics that we most likely will never use for the rest of our lives. So, with another school anime, what kind of anime would we get from something about a bunch of middle school students? Well, how about one where the middle school students try and kill their teacher? This anime is a roller coaster of emotions. Imagine being a class of misfit students assigned the task of assassinating their superpowered, tentacled teacher before he destroys the Earth. Every episode is a blend of action, humor, and heartwarming moments. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll be on the edge of your seat. Now, after hearing this much, most of your reactions will probably be something along the lines of, "This show seems way too crazy, Anime Man." And to be honest, you're not wrong. But as crazy as it seems, it's a lot of fun with Assassination School Life and a cast of characters with how they spend their daily lives. Rather than adapting romantic angels or die-hard drama, we get this classic shonen comedy with a very stylish way of storytelling. Each episode offers something new thanks to its themes and the performances of the characters. The comedy is fresh and doesn't rely on cheap cardboard fan service to get to its point. I highly recommend giving the series a try, regardless of how unorthodox the premise may seem to sound. There's a chance it could surprise you. After all, isn't life just full of surprises? Next up at number 6, we surprisingly have Konosuba. I am not gonna say the whole title, it's long as hell. But make way for the actual OG anime. What happens when a shut-in gamer dies and is transported to a fantasy world? He forms a hilariously dysfunctional party of misfits. If you're looking for non-stop laughs and outrageous antics, this anime has got you covered. Konosuba spews out pure joy and rainbows. With other shows telling great stories or exploring philosophy and other themes, Konosuba ignores all that crap and focuses on pure entertainment. With genuinely hilarious comedy and no flaws, this series has been just parodied to become enjoyable. This show literally roasts the whole isekai genre. If you want a show where you don't have to think about anything and you can just sit back and enjoy whatever is thrown at you, this show's got you covered. Of course, many watch anime expecting a plot that actually goes somewhere. Konosuba is definitely not going anywhere, but I implore that you at least give it a shot. This show is literally too good to be just a comedy, and comedy is entirely subjective. Not everyone will like it, that's only natural, but give this 3 or 4 episodes before deciding. Wait until all the characters are introduced. After that, at number 5, we have one of the most recent works of Studio Mappa, which is Hell's Paradise. Do you really wish to die? Or do you want to live on? Do you have the want to survive, even if that may consider the idea of killing another human being? There is so much to think about when it comes to this show's well-done pacing and storytelling. Get ready for a trip to Hell's Paradise where the god of shinobi, no, not Hashirama, but the main character of the show, Gabimaru, is given a chance for a pardon if he can locate a magical elixir of eternal life. With stunning visuals, intense battles, and a unique premise, this anime is a hidden gem you won't want to miss. One of the standout features of Hell's Paradise is its excellent character development. Each character has a unique backstory and motivations, making them easy to root for. Gabimaru in particular is a fascinating main character, who has a dark past and emotional baggage that makes him relatable and intriguing. This anime is neither the next Shawshank Redemption, nor one of Christopher Nolan's mind-bending masterpieces, but this show does have one of the coolest setups in recent history for me. The idea of ex-criminals being thrown on an island with a bunch of samurai and made to search for an elixir while fighting weird monsters and gods just clicks for me personally. The world feels alive and rich. Mystery, danger at every corner, and the always looming threat of someone dying at a constant concern. The brutality of the show and the gruesome reality of this island is just amazing. And if you have been following this channel for a while, you should know that I love gritty anime like this, especially when it's delivered on a silver platter. So I had to put it on this list. Next up on the list is Heavenly Delusion. For me, this is probably one of the best shows this season, maybe even this year, and I still can't believe that people simply decided to ignore it. If you like to think and feel when you watch something, if you like it when a story is brave, asks controversial questions, makes you ask a lot of questions, and does not give you straight answers, then by golly, this one's for you. As you start watching, you feel a sense of mystery, a mystery that draws you in to keep watching and experiencing it. From the early beginning, this show was basically a mixture of Sonny Boy and The Promised Neverland, but it slowly makes its own name as the show goes on. The theme of finding hope in a seemingly hopeless or dark world has been done before, in a slice of life way in Girls Last Tour, in a horror form in Made in Abyss, or in many other ways that I haven't seen before. Heavenly Delusions takes this theme, but has a sci-fi mystery backdrop to it, making it quite a unique experience, and one I haven't really experienced personally. It's almost a fact at this point that these type of animes are never going to be as popular as the other headliners. Heavenly Delusions may not be aimed at everyone, but certainly is a special anime of its own. Using ideas from post-apocalyptic themes and tying two storylines together always kept me on the edge of my seat. With every episode, I felt like the anime continues to build more and more into its mystique. So if you're into any of these type of things, please give it a try. Bringing us to the top 3 is none other then Parasite the Maxim. You've probably heard of them in classic sci-fi stories before. The very idea of alien creatures who can snatch the bodies of people and impersonate a human and walk among our society. Building on the foundation of science fiction and body horror, Kiseiju, also known as Parasite, takes full swing with its premise. It's simple, actually. We have a case of an alien invasion by mysterious beings who can infect us through parasitic means. By inserting themselves into a human's brain, the parasites can take full control and transform you into a monster. Not only does it kill the victim, but now it can even add more to its body count by consuming more humans. Sounds terrifying, right? Well, the show follows a high school student who forms an unlikely alliance with a parasitic creature. As they navigate a world of parasites infiltrating humanity, you'll be hooked by the suspense, the action, and the deep philosophical questions this anime raises. Parasite the Maxim was a great anime to watch, and if you're looking for something that's out of your comfort zone or just looking for something new to watch, I would recommend this. After watching this and reflecting on it, it's clear that the anime was trying to illustrate the question: can someone who does not display human-like qualities be humanized? The answer that the show gives you is, I'm not gonna tell you, you goofy goober. Go watch the show. But coming up at the runners-up place for today's list is Dororo. Older classics from the history books getting back to modern times seems to be one of MAPPA's hobbies in recent years. Dororo's remake under MAPPA's umbrella made an outstanding impression and gives more reasons to bring old classics back. This anime takes us on a journey of revenge and redemption. A young warrior embarks on a quest to reclaim his stolen body parts from demons. With its compelling characters and captivating world building, this anime is a true masterpiece. It's a great mix between realism and old Japanese folktale, and a great mix between action, drama, and mystery as well. The story is dark and uncompromising, but not overly complex. Who the villain is, and the objective for Hyakimaru, is pretty clear from the get-go. It's the journey that matters. This is a pretty damn amazing anime that's a breath of fresh air from your run-of-the-mill action anime. A must-watch for all anime fans. But coming to our first place spot is none other than Death Note. Now, before you guys start yelling about already watching this anime, let me explain. The reason I had to put this one on this list is that most of the newer anime fans just decided to skip Death Note, only because it was released 17 years ago, and that is clearly heresy. Wouldn't you agree? And that's why I have to change their mind. So now that that's out of the way, let's continue. Thus takes us down a darker path as a high school main character gains the power to kill by just writing a name in a notebook. It's a battle of wits between the genius detective and the cunning Kira, who's set on reshaping the world. Every episode is a cat and mouse game that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, and Death Note is definitely one of the best anime series of all time. It presents a deeply unique and compelling story rivaled by few. The suspense was amazing and it got me thinking. Anyone who finishes this anime will be forced to wonder about what they would have done with a Death Note. Many of them will question and argue about the actions of Light. It is this talkable complexity that makes the anime shine, in addition to its ability to carve suspense and anticipation into its viewers. You may hate it if you are brain damaged, that is, but it is definitely an anime you must absolutely try. Whatever genre of anime you like, you should watch this. And there you have it, folks, our top 10 with no boring episodes. So, don't forget to let me know your favorites in the comments down below. And also, let me know if I missed any anime that deserves to be on this list. And on your way out of here, don't forget to hit that like button, and definitely don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this content. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.